big bag, let me bang bang. Show me where your friends at, we can flip that. Let me put you on the game. 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 Show you where the red at, where the blue at. Show you where they flip that, where they bitch at. Let me put you on the game. Let me put you on the game. Let me put you on the game. Let me put you on the game right now.
Y'all, it's your boy Alex. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. And today I want to talk about how everything in dating is your fault because you are what you attract. Really, everything in life is your fault because you attract different energies, right? But we're just going to deal with dating, solely dating right now from this perspective, because what people like to do now is they like to trauma bond or trauma complain, as I call it. So instead of doing the self-work to get the results that they want to pair up with a bunch of people who are dealing with the same traumas as they are. Like, for example, dudes today would like to say, modern women don't cook, modern women don't clean, modern women aren't submissive, okay? Modern women don't spend any money, all right? But then you got dudes out here who literally live with and off of their women, drive their woman's car around all day, sometimes to cheat. Got another chick in her car. But we all know experiences where this happened, okay? You come to this channel, you see me being taken to sporting events, being taken to concerts, being taken to massages, okay? You come on this channel, you see me getting cooked steak dinners. You see me getting cooked big breakfasts, all right? You know what I'm saying? With the house fries, the eggs, the bacon, the biscuits, all that type of stuff. I can tell women, for example, hey, where it is, come through at this time and we going here. And they'll be like, yes, daddy. And I've shown all that. Right? So the reality is, it's not that women aren't submissive. It's not that they're not spending any money. It's not that they don't cook or they don't clean. They're not doing that for you. But instead of trying to do the inner work to figure out why it's not being done for you, okay, rather it's the position of life that you're in or your personality flaws, it's easier to just team up with a bunch of dudes who are having the same problem and go, hey man, these women ain't this. And it's the same thing with you ladies. This is gender neutral because this is what women do. They'll say, these dudes out here, they're not spending any money and they don't provide and they don't protect and they don't do this and they don't do that. Okay, I got a whole video on my channel where a dude fought 4 people at a gas station because they disrespected his girl. I've told y'all several stories of when me and my friends had to get into it because dudes were disrespecting our girls. I say men don't provide, but we see housewives every day. 46% of women who are dating a man who makes 6 figures are housewives. They don't even work, okay? You see me taking women on dates all the time. Tommy Sotomayor took that busted ass girl. If you watch that video, the girl was not attractive. He spent $2,500 on her and her friend to fly them out. Kevin Samuels took Brittany Renner, who's a thought box, on a shopping spree. Okay, so it's not that dudes aren't spending money. It's not that they're not providing or they're not protecting. They're just not doing it for you. But same difference. It's easier to just team up with a bunch of bitter biddies and make Optimus Prime and complain that these things aren't happening because people don't really want to do the inner and the self-work. You got to realize, why aren't you attracting a protector and a provider if that's what you want? And then you got to ask yourself this question. Why am I even dealing with a dude if I know I want to be taken on dates, if I know I want to be provided for, if I know I want to be protected, or at least get reciprocated energy? Because maybe you don't want to be provided for, right? But you just want a dude who's going to take you off from time to time, you take him out from time to time, y'all going to do everything 50-50. The reality is, if you aren't attracting that man, you need to see, what is it about me that I'm not getting him? Is it how I dress? Is it how I talk? Is it who I'm picking? I need to do a reevaluation here. I need to self-reflect on myself. Same thing with you guys. What is it about me that my women aren't cooking, my women aren't cleaning, my women don't listen, they don't reciprocate? I take them on dates all the time. They don't take me out nowhere. What is it about me? Is it my personality? Is it the level that I'm at in life? Like, what's going on with me? Is it how I'm coming off? Is it the women that I'm selecting? Am I selecting body boxes? Am I selecting easy prey? But like I said, that requires self-work. Self-work that a lot of times people don't want to do. And it's easier to just be like, oh, it's the world's fault. It's never the world's fault. It's always your fault. It's always your fault. At the end of the day, a real man repels low-value women. Okay, a real man, elite man, can only get an elite woman. He will repel a low value woman. She wouldn't even be able to deal with you. Your standards would be too high. Your bar would be set too high from jump. Going back to what I said before, why are you even dealing with a woman who's not reciprocating your energy? If you offer her a date and you want her to look a certain way and she's telling you she don't want to do that, then the date should be over. Okay, if you as a woman, you know you want to be courted, you want to be treated well, and this dude's not doing that for you, then that should be over. There should be no, these dudes don't do that. It should be, I'm talking to another man because this man's not listening. But a lot of times you guys don't do that because the real issue is deep down somewhere within you, something's off that you don't really feel like you deserve this. You don't really feel like I should be getting courted, I should be getting taken out, okay? Or a woman should be cooking for me, or she should be clean. You're not really demanding it. And a lot of times you guys aren't even willing to take the patience that it takes to get a person who's like that. Because yeah, there's a lot of trash in the dating field. There is. I ain't gonna sit here and tell you guys that they're not, but there's a lot of gems in the dating field too. But a lot of times to get to the gems and women and the gym and men, you gotta put a little bit more time in than you might be used to, okay? The dude who's willing to do all that for you is probably working a lot, right? So he might not be able to talk to you every day. You gotta be able to deal with that and have enough self-love that you can just catch him when you catch him, okay? The woman who's willing to do all that, she might not be willing to give it up fast, okay? So you might have to spend 2-3 months actually dealing with her and getting to know her and breaking her shut down before she's willing to do these things for you. But again, y'all want to look for the quick fix. Y'all want to say, if I do this, I'll get a guy with a bag, or if I do that, I'll get the girl with the bag. Nah, it's inner work. Whatever it is you're not getting, somebody's getting it. That's the reality of the situation. Men don't get married no more. There's a whole bunch of wives out here. That's not true. That's not true. Well, if you do get married, it's going to end in divorce. Okay, y'all, you love to use the statistic, right? At 50% of marriages end in divorce. What about the other 50%? See, nobody likes to bring that up. And then they say, well, that's a bad ratio. Well, let me tell you something. 90% of small businesses fail within the first 5 years. But you guys still want to open a business, right? So you have a higher success rate in marriage than you do in the business. But I didn't want to tell you to get in the business and not get married. So it's all perspective, okay? You are attracting what you put out into the universe, okay? So if you're only getting thotty boxes, okay? If you're only getting bum dudes, it's something off with you internally, okay? That's attracting these dudes to you. And like I said, you really got to look at it even deeper. For you to be tolerating or dealing with these types of dudes, I have to be right. Otherwise, you wouldn't be talking with them or dealing with them. You would just move on. They wouldn't be able to stay in your stratosphere, your atmosphere. You would cut a woman off who don't listen. You would cut a woman off who don't cook. You would cut a woman off who don't clean. You would cut a woman off who don't reciprocate. You would cut a dude off who not spending money, not protecting, not providing, not being a real man. But you're not, because something about you, like I said, on a self-esteem perspective, is making you feel like you don't really deserve more than that. And that's what you need to work on. That's what you need to fix. And that's what you need to figure out. Always look within, because you cannot control other people. You can only control yourself. So I tell people all the time, always look within. Look at what you can do, how you can change your perspective, how you can radiate a different energy. And then that might change things for you. I'm Alex. I'm out. Peace.